Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Today, the weather has been not real good. It's kind of gloomy out. It's a little chilly. It's only 40-something out there. I went out a couple times to give the chickens their scratch. Fred came up to the door and he crows right at me. He's funny. I'm hoping that he stays nice. You never know. When they hit a year, that's when you notice if they're going to be a nice rooster or a bad rooster. I'm hoping he stays nice. He and Mr. seem to get along. It's just that Mr. won't let him be with the other girls very much. He has been with a little bit, but he does chase him, and it's kind of funny. Today, when Jim brought in the mail, I got a card from Dream Big Productions, and it's a Hello Kitty postcard.
Hello Kitty, New York.
Yeah, it says New York on the bottom. It says Hello Kitty. And it's a red, white, and blue bow in the hair, which is looks like it, and it could be a 4th of July kind of card. Today I've been watching videos on the Encore, just to see, because the panel in the front is very confusing to me. And I was hoping that they would show different parts of that, and they have showed some. And there was one that I was watching that had the pros and the cons were all cosmetic stuff that you didn't like. Everything else was good, so it's a good little car.
Now, when you say the front panel, what do you mean by front panel?
Front panel, I mean like the
dashboard?
The dashboard where the radio
or
and
the instrument panel, I guess
it's instrument
all.
panel, that thing I'm not sure about, because it's really confusing looking. And the steering wheel has a lot of buttons, and I never used the buttons on the other car. I didn't even use the cruise control. And I don't know if I think my seats are supposed to be heated, but I'm not really sure. And as far as the lock on the outside, I haven't even really taken note of it. There's a lot that I haven't seen, but I will when I take it out again. I had Jim drive it today just to see what he thought. And he thinks that the car doesn't have as tight of a turn as, well, his Jeep has a real tight turn. But my other car, he said, had a tight...
Felt like it had a tighter turning radius, but... It's also a little bit bigger car than the other one was, so that may be some of the difference too.
Of it, yes. I went out and got the eggs today, and I got 10 eggs. Yesterday I got 10 eggs. The hens are doing real well. I'm surprised. I've been eating eggs every day too. I'm still doing that the slow carb
diet.
Yeah. And I have lost a couple of pounds, which is amazing, because when I was doing keto, there was foods that I was eating that wasn't doing me any good, apparently. But this is seeming to do okay. Let's hope it continues. I won't know. I'm going to do it for a couple of weeks and see. Then I will give you a real good review of what I found. And I'm going to do measurements too, because they said that the scale could confuse you, which it can, because I can get up in the morning and I can weigh myself, and I'll be 0.4, and then I'll weigh myself after I make the bed, and I'm a 0.6, and so I take the higher number just because it gives me that feeling that I'm better off if I take the bigger number. I don't know what you would do if you'd take the bigger number or the first number. I always weigh myself twice. And I weigh myself at night, and I know what the morning should say. I usually only lose like a pound in the night. Some people lose 2 and 3 pounds, and sometimes I weigh the same, or I gain a pound. And it's like, and Jim goes, "You must get up and eat." And I says, "I don't eat anything in the night. I stay in bed." Well, hope you all had a great night, hoping that the weather warms up. They were talking, I was watching a video today that was talking about April 8th.
With the solar eclipse?
Yes. And they were saying that it might be a cloudy day in this area, but there was a few areas that might not be so cloudy, because over the last 50 years we've had a lot of cloud and rain and stuff. And all it would take is a cloudy day. We're right in the path of it, which is wonderful. But I don't know if we'll see.
Yeah, we're just a few miles off the center of the path, so.
And it's supposed to be a long, like 8 minutes long, I think, in our area from start to finish. Well, have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.